All right. All right. Hi, folks. How we all doing? Hello, Isaac. Hello, Pancakes. Let me turn down the volume on the music a little bit. Hello, Sydney. Hello, GTO. Goodness gracious. Hello, everybody. Do I have Pokemon Ultra Moon? I do, I think. All right. So today's gonna be a little bit of an experimental stream. A great question. What am I gonna play? What I want to do today is kind of an extension of my recent short form stuff. I do want to look a little bit at Game Shelf, maybe play a couple different games. Just kind of peruse around. Do I have Pokemon Dash? I don't think I have Pokemon Dash. I don't know that I've heard of Pokemon Dash. Welcome back, Dapper Doggo. Dop. I can't speak. Yes. Geometry Dash? I swear Geometry Dash does not have a physical release. Pac-Man World 3. I don't. I think I know which one you're talking about. I don't. Does Geometry Dash have... 3 dash. Copy. No, there's no physical copy. No. Nope. I'll pray to Sunny because you got a Mori. Yes, I did. I actually... I do not. I do not have that one. I have... Okay, you know what? I don't have Pokopia physically. I have it on... I do have it because I've made videos on it. But I don't have it physically because I really do not like the key cards. What am I going to play? I'm gonna go through a couple different games. I need to... Let me go find some of them real fast. Because I got new games. Have I played Nine Souls? I haven't. I really want to, but I haven't. I've got a couple things. Can I play Smash Bros? Maybe. The first thing I want to do, I need to sort the new games that I got into my system. And for that, I kind of want to take you guys a little bit on the back end. All right? Because I talk about the game shelf in very abstract terms, but the game shelf has... the game shelf has been cataloged, and we need to keep that up to date. I'm gonna swap here to, I think it's this one? Yes. This is Game Shelf spreadsheet. Pokopia and make a link the viewers can play? Maybe. I'm very controlling of my islands, so I don't know. But I need to put the new games that I just got into the sheet. And as we go, you can see all the games that I have. This is the Switch games. They're all cataloged down here by which game. I think I have the most Wii games. I have 135 Wii games. I don't know that I'll be playing Tomodachi Life today. I think I'll probably be trying to focus on like weirder games than that, because we do always have a dedicated Tomodachi Life stream. Reminds you of your manga collection. It is very similar to that. So we got... Heck yeah, you beat... That's awesome. Today, I'll show you what I got new, because anytime that I am left to my own devices and somebody brings me out into the real world, I end up buying more games for Game Shelf. That's how it's ended up like this, because I've got a problem. Today I got Ooh, World of Horrors. I picked it up. There was just like a fan gamer release, just chilling at a GameStop. Picked that up. We've got. Okay, I'm gonna break that down. Stop doing that. Cuphead. I don't know how. I never had a physical copy of Cuphead. I beat a lot of these games. I beat not physically, and then I buy the game physically afterward, especially for indie games, right? Because a lot of these indie games on release just don't have physical versions. As you're explaining the game, it's all right. I will be. All these things will get further introduction. I also got Metal. Ooh, this one's a dark. Metal Gear Rising. It's actually in pretty good shape. Usually when I find PS3 games or older, they're not in great shape. And I also got Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. I don't know. I hear that the Jedi Knight games are good, so I figured I'd pick it up. And you do the guess the game Kahoot stream? I feel like... Do I have Final Fantasy Remake? I think so. Let me check. Let me check. Oh. If I had it, it would be on PS4. Final Fantasy... Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's there. And you might be noticing that all of these games have a status next to them. And guys, this is my deepest, darkest secret, okay? And I need you guys to be okay with this, because my goal is that you guys need to help me fix this. Maybe. I told you it was a good idea, dude. Guys, this is the master list. And you can see, as we scroll through, how many games that I have to beat. I have to beat so many games. More games than I'm not sure I can beat. So many of these games have been untouched because the problem is that I just buy these games and then I keep playing the games I've been playing because I'll play 250 hours of Celeste. How many games are there? Isaac, there are, as of last counting, 654 games on Game Shelf. I've beaten 62 of them. I need to play through these games, okay? And some of them are stupid and will barely take any time for us to get through. But if I can do it here to you guys, then I can hopefully chip away at that, right? 50 games I haven't played yet? Like in a row? I don't think it'd be possible, but I would maybe consider that at some point. That was like my goal this year, was to beat 50 games. I have not. What's my favorite Doki? Like from Doki Doki Literature Club? I was always a Yuri person. Oh, like a marathon style. I'd have to find very specific ones. But yes. Can I give a lot? No. No, they're all mine. A lot of these games are games that I like want to play with my friends. But some of them are just like weird games. You know? Like, especially on the Switch, on the Wii. The Wii, I have some like truly odd games. Ooh, wrong one. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I mean, like, if we go to the master list, you can see, like, I have multiple Angry Birds games. They're not even, this isn't even necessarily a complete list. There's so many. By the way, there's somebody who keeps asking me for, like, a Dragon Ball game, and it's like, this is the Dragon Ball games part here. Like, I've got a couple. You gotta be specific with these things. C.com's Kirby Marathon, but it's has so many Atari games. I only have 3 Atari games. I've got Combat, Fishing Derby, and actually, I do have one other one. I do have one other Atari game. Another, what character would it be, and what character would you delete? I'd probably get rid of Ogrim. I think Ogrim was kind of bad, and I don't know who I'd replace it with, but how many NES games do I have? About 22. I think I've talked about this game before on stream, but it's a game that I want to talk about again because it is an incredibly important game to like overall gaming history. I've got E.T. for the Atari. I know I talked about this before, but this game like almost destroyed, or is emblematic of a pattern that almost destroyed video games as a whole. It's something, I don't know, do people still know E.T. for Atari? It was like a cryptid of a game when I was younger, but I don't know if that's still like in the zeitgeist as much. How many consoles do I have? I have a lot. They're in the corner down there. Actually, they're blocked by my mic. Also, I'm not the Roaring Knight. And who's my favorite monster? Ghast. Always been Ghast. What is your hardest game? My hardest game that I beat? What game took me the longest? Probably Dark Souls. Maybe Dark Souls 2 took me the longest. Maybe Dark Souls 2. Because Silksong took me like 70 hours to beat, or 100%. I think Dark Souls 2 took me like 80 hours to beat, but I was like really bad at games when I started playing that game. So, I said probably Dark Souls 2. Mario Maker 2. He the most goated. The reason. The gaming is so big and it just... Right, of course. See, does it change it that I was there when they added the Ghast in the first place? As the first ethereal, and I got him when it was the first ethereal before there was anything else in the game, when I was like 7. What is the first game I played? Spore. I played Spore as my first game, and then World of Goo. Because I played PC games for a long time. I didn't get like consoles until a lot later. No, you're all good. I think the oldest console that I have that is still like around technically is this DS Lite. And I say technically around because it's not really around anymore. It has been very much broken for a long time. I've never gotten around to trying to fix it, and I replaced it, so now it's not even, I don't even necessarily need it anymore. But I still like to keep it. It's not my first DS. I went through like 3 DSs because I like to not throw things, but I liked to drop things because my hands are slippery. Also, hello Victoria. My favorite Pokemon is Giratina. And my favorite Vocaloid is Hatsune Miku because I'm basic and I have like 13 on the game shelf. It's VHS, yes, somebody that... I don't have VHSs. That's not been me. I have vinyl down there. That most of that vinyl is also, oh my god, hold on. I don't know if I've shown it. I don't know if I've shown it on stream. Hold on. This is my very most favorite vinyl soundtrack that I own. The complete Celeste OST. All versions, extended versions of every track. And in it, it is a 6 vinyl set. And each vinyl has incredibly pretty art. It is so pretty. It's genuinely one of the like best. It's just genuinely one of the best vinyl that I've ever purchased. I love it so much. What is my best game ever? Celeste. Best? I don't know. I was always one of the people that had like a messenger bag. I've always been a messenger bag head. Undertale soundtrack is like that too. This is my Undertale soundtrack. I do also have Undertale soundtrack. And I also have all 4 Deltarune vinyls. They're also over there. This one is also incredibly pretty. If I remember correctly, it has some neat little bits in it, including a Monster Kids word search with fun value variant. Very, very cool. As well as this very fun poster. Very fun poster that has a less fun B-side. But, you know, what can you do? Sometimes, what can you do? Yes, I have seen the new one. The new one isn't extended, or new one I think is extended versions, because it's like a 4 or 5 vinyl set. This one is a 2 vinyl set. So it's everything is like at its original length. You tell me what I need to... Oh, you need a turntable. You just need a turntable. And admittedly, my turntable is in storage underneath my bed because, guys, like, so genuinely, the game shelf has taken over my room. Like, as I have continued to collect games, more and more, I have just had to sacrifice and shove things into my bed space. At this point, all I have is this setup for making videos, game shelf in the background, and then everything else scrunched into one corner. Because I just can't, I'm out of space. I have to go vertically because there's no horizontal space left. It's all game shelf. You don't know what a turntable is or a record player? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. What would you rate Super Mario Odyssey out of 10? A 9. A 9. I think it's impossible to make a game that doesn't have like a really impactful story a 10 out of 10. But on every metric aside from storytelling, it's a 10 out of 10. So I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Because its gameplay is incredibly, incredibly polished, and it's got a fantastic soundtrack. The only thing that's lacking is the story, which honestly doesn't matter. And like, in my opinion, any game can be worth playing, and a lot of games can be your favorite games, even if they're not the perfect game. Do I think Elden Ring is probably like a 10 out of 10 for me, right? Where its soundtrack, its gameplay, and its story are all at peak. Or like Celeste, you know? But like, Mario Odyssey is fantastic. If every game could be even close to Mario Odyssey, you know, like I would say on average, like I really enjoyed Legend ZA. I might give it a 7. Like Pokemon Legend ZA was good, but it didn't particularly exceed at anything other than, I would say, the character writing was pretty good and the music was just as good as it always is. But like, yeah, I'd say you can't have a perfect game without having like a really, really good story, you know? Or a game that is in complete abjection to having a story, you know, right? Like, I think if you told me that you thought Balatro was a 10 out of 10 game, I'd say sure, even though it doesn't really have a story, because it doesn't really matter. A game like that is like, that'd be like calling chess not a 10 out of 10 board game, you know, because it's too simple. But it's like, if it's just gameplay, if all you're looking for is just gameplay, that's the only thing you can bench something off of, then that's okay. But if you're like playing a full cohesive experience, then you do have to consider the actual gameplay. I am the only one who thinks Spamton Neo was way harder than Jevil. Jevil took me 5 attempts, Spamton Neo took me 14. I would say Jevil is harder than Spamton Neo. For sure. To be fair, I've only beat Jevil and Spamton Neo and Pink. Those are the only 3 that I've done. You have to go. What characters do you want to see in the next Smash game? Give me Madeline Celeste. I don't know. I think that like Smash has so far jumped the shark for me that it's like, I don't care. Like as soon as Minecraft Steve entered, I'm like, I guess anybody can. If anything, I'm always here for indie reps. Also, I do not have any My Singing Monsters merch, unfortunately. Deltarune has peak story, good gameplay, and arguably the best OST in gaming, low-key. I think that Deltarune has done a really good job of fixing Undertale's biggest issue, which is I think that the gameplay is incredibly shallow. And I think that they're trying... Sorry, the gameplay isn't shallow, the actual core mechanics are shallow. Like, if you think about Undertale in the sense of like a JRPG where you make your character stronger and like go out of your way to get better gear, like there's just an upgrade for your weapon and an upgrade for your armor in every single region. Every single time. It barely matters unless you're doing Genocide route, and then even still, it's mostly just like on action. I feel like Deltarune has done a good job of like making your items actually feel like tangible to your gameplay, which I think is the only thing that like Undertale really struggles with, which it doesn't matter because Undertale's gameplay doesn't need them. I think they're kind of superfluous, and honestly, you could even argue more flavor text than real mechanics. Don't spoil anything past chapter 3. That's fair. I won't. You know the Tomodachi Life LTD Uters? I do not. My favorite me on my island is Madeline Celeste. I made her like 4th. I liked her a lot. She's always gonna be my favorite. But again, Celeste always gets preferential treatment from me. So what can you do? Favorite piece of I don't know anything about Massing Monsters lore. It has been so long. I like came back because I was like, well, you know, nostalgia. I'll come back and see what that's all about now. And like, it has changed so much for me. I'm like, it's too deep for me now. Bro, sorry. I'm sorry it's peak. If I can get as many people as possible to play Celeste with my platform, I feel like I will have done a service. I need to make sure I don't actually have my headphones on, so I need to make sure that my playlist isn't going rogue on me. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, did Slenderman have his child yet? Yes. Yep. They had their child, and it is faceless. It's just a faceless husk. Have I played the game A Short Hike? I haven't, but it is one of my friend Zach's favorite games. He loves A Short Hike. Trust 100% one sitting would be insane. My honest opinion on Doki Doki Literature Club, it is one of the games with the worst replay value that I've ever seen. That being said, it also has a truly fantastic story. It's very odd because usually a visual novel like thrives on replayability, where it's like go down a new path, do something with a different character. But like Doki Doki Literature Club's first playthrough to second playthrough, you never experience, for those of you that don't know, I still won't say it, you never experience that twist ever again. You never experience it ever again. You know, you can go through a second to 10th playthrough, it'll never be the same. It just won't, you know? But I think in a sense as well though, like something that impactful in your story that like can make people really feel it is like, that's something to be proud of, you know? That's pretty good. Played Celeste at a friend's house and it was fun, but I low-key don't like 2D platformers. Not Celeste's fault though. That's fair. That's fair. I know some folks don't like platformers. What's your favorite Jurassic Park / World movie? I like the first one. I'm basic. I like the first one. I love practical effects, so the modern ones. Okay, a little entire side tangent here, apropos of nothing. Guys, in the most recent Jurassic Park movie, they pissed me off, bro, because they had my freaking favorite dinosaur, the Mosasaurus, and bro, they're just wrong. They're just wrong about the Mosasaurus the entire time. There's this whole scene where they're like, oh, we gotta go into shallow waters because the Mosasaurus can't follow us there. And I'm like, the Mosasaurus was a shallow hunter, fool! Oh my god, it like genuinely pissed me off. I don't understand why, but like that one scene just ruining my poor boy. Oh, I felt insane. I turned to like my mom because I went to see it with my mom and I'm like, they don't freaking know the Mosasaurus like I do, man. Don't freaking know him like I do. Am I a maniac? Maybe a little bit, but like, what can you do? You know, you gotta have standards in your life. Oh. Are we gonna play any games this time? I imagine so. Dude, I do love Godzilla movies though. I haven't seen Jurassic Park. Should I watch it? They're okay. I do love Godzilla movies though. All right, let's pick a game. Let's pick a game. Let's go to Switch. Let's pick a game. Because the Switch is what I've got set up right now. I played Cookie Run original. I have not played any of the newest one. All right, so As far as games that have been untouched, don't be spamming. Donut Country 75% off, but does Donut Country have a physical release? Because if it had a physical release, I'd probably want to get that instead. Doesn't look like it. Maybe. It does look cute. Don't be spamming. I'm not gonna play My Singing Monsters on stream. That's silly. Pokopia? That's an idea. I've played a lot of Pokopia. Genuinely, my Pokopia island looks really bad. Let's see, what do we got? We got Family Feud, Faith the Unholy Trinity we just got. We've got Gris. So some of these games I have beaten, but not on Switch, so they still don't count as beaten here. Just Donut Country. Maybe. I don't really. I've bought a lot of games today. I don't want to buy more. Super Lucky's Tale. NES Championship Edition. I forgot that I had that. Got Amori. Ori and the Will of the Wisp is one that I've really wanted to do. Pac-Man Museum. Paper Mario. I have not seen the new Spider-Man movie. Don't you freaking spoil it for me. Spider-Man 2, like the one on the PS5. I don't think I have that one. Starlink Battle for Atlas. Ultra Kill? Or just Kill? Is there a game called Kill? If there is, I have not heard of it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days? Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days is so goofy. It's just a bunch of the the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games from the Game Boy. What about Cult of the Lamb? I actually don't have Cult of the Lamb. Do I have a dedicated shelf to... I do have a spot on the shelf dedicated to Celeste. But it's just like 4 next to each other. That's true. Oh, I do have a lot of Steam games. I have like 280 Steam games, but those are easier to come by. And make a Link Island? I don't think I'd make a Link. I don't know that I ever unlocked a Link Island. I really didn't like... All right, you know what? Let me put stuff to a poll here, huh? Let me see. What games do people want me to play? At least you have how many dudes, right? Like Coke? I don't have Coconut Simulator. I don't have Coconut Simulator. All right, what are we gonna play? I'll look through ideas and I will put it in a poll, and then whoever wins the poll will go play that for a little bit. How's that sound? Donut Country is $3 on sale currently. It's cute, fun, and quick. Could do it. I will consider it. We might do it at a later point. I do know Donut Country. It is cute. We've got Donut Country. All right. Pokopia. Ultra Kill. Who else? What other games? Yeah, okay. When I was playing Pokopia, and I can show you if we play Pokopia, I do not have Jurassic World Evolution 3. Smash? We could play some Smash. I'll tell you though, I'd probably play Smash Melee. And then I need one more option. What to play? I need one more option for my list. That is a game that I have that I do not have to buy while I'm on stream. I do have Cuphead. Cuphead is actually one of the games that I bought physically today that I do have. I'd probably just play it on... I did get Cuphead today, but I'd probably just play it on my computer because that's where I have... I do not have my PS4 set up right now. So I'd probably have to just play it on there. But I can do I might have. I'll look. All right, Dapper Doggo, have a good one. Here, yeah, you know what? I'll put Cuphead on there. Sure. I do not have security breach. All right, I'll throw it up to poll. I'll let you guys be the choice makers. What game we playing? Between Ultra Kill and Pokopia right now. If 50-50. Oh, Pokopia pulling ahead. Maybe we can play a little bit of both. I can show you guys my mania. My Pokopia mania. And then we can play a little bit of Ultra Kill. I'd have to get back used to Ultra Kill, so you'd have to see me struggle like that. Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a minute because looks like some folks are getting hit by God. You guys. Okay. I guess I will head over to Pokopia. Let me get over to Switch recording. Oh, we can these two. And I should plug in my Switch. I actually don't own FNAF Security Breach. I really only own the legacy ones. God. All right. You are going to, I guarantee that you will feel pain at seeing my Pokopia world. I can almost guarantee it. Go. I have FNAF 1 through I essentially have all the like OGs, so up to Sister Location I have, but I don't have the VR games because I don't have a VR headset, so I didn't feel the need to play them. Yeah, I know. I'm still setting it up, don't worry. All right. Let me just mute this on my end so you guys don't hear it. There we go. It's been muted. Yeah, Scott Era. I don't know how to change it to dark mode. How do I do that? I'll figure it out. Oh, it's probably in display. Anyway. Pokopia. Oh, I mean, I have those two, but those are free. So, you know. All right. So, you're gonna have to bear with me here, folks. I was kind of in the middle of a project. And that project was a little bit ambitious. People might even say too ambitious. Because, let's see where it spawns me. You might even see it immediately. Nope, it spawns me in here. Oh, yes. I feel like, oh yeah, yeah. So you can see I kind of started flattening. I did some flattening over there. But the real stuff, I don't even know how I get up there. Hold on. I forget how to control this game. How do I jump? There we go. Okay. Oh yes, here we are. This was what I was working on. Oh yeah. Completely flattening the entire space. This was my goal. All right, good night. Now, I never finished it because I was a bit of a lofty goal, I'll be honest. Hi, buddy. Yeah, time zones are wacky. And we can I honestly just like didn't want. The problem is that like the actual gameplay of talking to the Pokemon, hit or miss, honestly. I kind of just want to hang out and like make my silly farms. I have no idea why that emoji exists. The real thing is that I realized I was just playing this game like I was playing Minecraft, and then I wanted to go play Minecraft. Welcome into stream, VRAM. We can go over to my pallet town. Hello. Almost 0 a.m. for you. Ah, yes. My beloved farm. Ah. I spent a significant amount of time on this. It is just it's just a freaking pillar, and I was going to automate it, and then I just never got around to it. So it's just kind of like that. I forget. Is there like can I go like this or something? Or just... Oh, I'd have to use the potato, right? Or is there some like food I eat? I forget a lot about this game. Day 2 of watching a stream every day. You're here because you exist, and I'm glad that you're here. You know how to make a link island? I have no clue. Oh, I fell off a lot. I fell off this thing so many times. It's awful. Honestly, it's kind of tough, but that's, you know, what can you do? I need to empty my inventory because it's going to stress me out if I do not do that. Go to the PC? Sure. I see. Yeah, I mean, if it's late, it's late. I noticed, like, I was looking at my my analytics, and it's only like less than half of my subscribers are actually from the US, and I found that so interesting. I really didn't expect to. I didn't expect the number to be so wide-reaching, but it's cool. It's cool, but it also means that there are plenty of folks that are not in the same time zone as I am. What the heck is this place? I don't know. Let me go look at the PC. What's up with the PC? I'll take a stamp. Yeah, I like genuinely didn't play this game correctly. Like I really just wanted to make what I wanted to make was, has anybody seen A Wrinkle in Time? I wanted to make like a perfectly uniform, like cookie cutter suburban area to like have all of my Pokemon just like in rows, kind of weird like. Ultra Kill time? I will play Ultra Kill in 15 minutes. I don't believe I have that. Hi, Mr. Microphone. Go to Link Play in PC. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know that I want to do Link Play. I'll be honest, Sydney. Oh, right. That's right. I needed to empty my inventory. I get so easily sidetracked by you guys. And welcome back. Where did I put my storage? Oh, yeah, there it is. Yes, my storage. Oh. Okay, that one's full. Oh, yeah, that one's full. Oh, yeah, that one's full. Okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah, that one's full. What about this one? Oh, yep, that one is full. Okay, well, what about this one? Oh, no, that one's full. Okay. What about this one? Oh, it's not full. That is full. What about this? What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? Yeah, okay, they're all full. I have a good question. Ultra Kill good? Yes, it's very good. Welcome back, Shane. Where to sit? I'm sitting in the kitchen as you. Oh, that sucks. Alright, I need more storage. Do I have the stuff to make storage? It's Pokemetal. Do I have any Pokemetal hanging out in one of these chests? If only I was freaking organized. Fortunately, I am very much not. Typically I am, but I guess I wasn't when I was playing this before. It is very much the combination of Animal Crossing and Pokemon and Minecraft. It's pretty much entirely what it is. Okay, I can't even find space to make more storage. God. Oh my god, this game is stressing me out somehow. I found 2 Pokemetal. I haven't slept. Oh no. Yeah, I'll have to play Amori soon. Hopefully when I like beat Rhythm Heaven Groove, I'll probably move on to Amori or another game chosen by poll. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's place this down. And just empty my inventory. This'll be future Maxim's problem. Now I swear I made food. If I don't have food, then I will have to come back when I've made food, because otherwise I cannot continue my project. Didn't I beat it? No, I got to the second half. I got to the second half. God, those, you know what, dude? Those 1,000 days videos kind of annoy me. Because they can really just like, they're just so cheatable, you know? It's kind of just like a nothing thing. I believe in you, dude. You got this. Alright, I can't find my food, guys. Guys, I want to play Ultra Kill. I kind of want to play Ultra Kill. This game is making me want to play freaking Ultra Kill. Have a spider in your bed? Oh no. All right. You know, let's play some let's play some Ultra Kill. I might have to restart though. All right, sounds good, Sydney. Let me get it set up here. I'm probably gonna have to close a couple because it might be a lot. So I haven't played Ultra Kill properly other than to get like footage for background things in a long while. Dun, dun, dun. Where is Ultra Kill? We can probably just look it up. Ultra Kill. Okay, here it comes. Oh, right. It's been opening on that side for some reason. That's okay. We can move everything around. Go. Kill. And I will change the display capture. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Play BTD 6? Maybe at some point. All right. It's been a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through standard. I'm just going to play from start to finish. You don't know Ultra Kill? It shouldn't be too bad. Oh, look, my friend has a he didn't play much, but he played some, and I think, you know, that matters a lot to me. Not full intro. I just want to get into it. So Ultra Kill. Oh, that's right. Ultra Kill. This is going to, let me make sure that all my options are correct. Audio. Get some music going. Like that. Maybe at like 20. Ooh, that's a little loud. Hold on. You'll have to let me know if this is correct audio levels. So it's just a normal shooter. It's just a normal shooter game. You know? The way that it is. Just a normal shooter. It's just maybe like a little bit bombastic. Which way do I go? That's right. Oops. Nailed it. Ooh, almost killed myself. That's okay. Nailed it. It's been a while since I played this. There we go. I'm pretty low on health. I think I've got to parry their hits to get my health back, if I'm not mistaken. Got him. Ah, I blew myself up. This is level 01. All right, let's see here. Oh, I have all my weapons still. Huh. Go figure. Let me up. Whatever, I'll just go up the old-fashioned way. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking chopped. There we go. Ah, freaking died because I'm bad. You hear no mute. Oh, hold on. That's why. Give me a second. I totally forgot. Give me 1 second. Add. Hmm? Ultra kill. There we go. Okay. Now you should be able to hear it. It's gonna be loud though. Let me move that down a little bit more. So why doesn't live chat have subtitles? I don't know what that means. Oh, it's not live? Okay. Oh, I went the wrong direction. Oh, I went the wrong direction. All right. Oh, got him. That's level 1-1. Yeah, I know, but there's not much that I can do about that, Shane. All right, you have a good night. It's bad to be floating with laser eyes after eating grass and bees. Yeah, I would say probably not good, for sure. All right, meat grinder. Oh, I forgot how much fun this game is. I could probably use other weapons, though. Yeah, that's true. It's just kind of a problem with like having elements like that, because also like you guys are delayed, you know? Like I'm not getting or you're not seeing what's happening like as it actually happens for me, you know? Oh, I got destroyed. Yeah, it's always delayed. But specifically, I don't know why Stream Elements for YouTube is way more delayed than for Twitch. It's crazy. I don't know why, but it just like super is. Can I get this guy to die, please? Thank you. I just want to use some different... Oh, I almost just died. Okay, that's fine. Whoa, hi, guys. Oh, am I going backwards? I'm going backwards. I'm such a silly goose. There we go. Oh, there was a thing there, huh? What a silly goose I am. You. Yeah, see, that's what got me. I just pushed myself back into the blades. Are you kidding me? Whatevies. No, okay, I've got to stop doing that. I've got to stop throwing myself directly backwards. Bro, it's crazy. I don't know how I keep doing it. All right. Now I'm peeved. Die, please. Thank you. And this time I won't do it. This time I won't launch myself backwards. There, see, I didn't do it. How is the bitrate, by the way, guys? I feel like when I streamed this on Twitch, the bitrate was abysmal. You've never got past 4 something on Ultra Kill? I've already played a lot of this, so if you know which level you got stuck on, I can try and get to that. Oh. The bitrate is good? Excellent. It is a very eyes hurty game. Let me see here. We can go, I think it's Act 2. Which one did you get? Oh, it's probably this one. The one with the with V2. All right. I think this one is real. Oh, 4-3. Okay, hold on. Let me see. 4-3. A shot in the dark. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one's tough. What's the... Hold on. There's a button that I'm forgetting. Controls... Spawner arm, railgun, revolver, next fire, primary fire, slide, move, jump. I swear there was like punch, change fist, punch, fist, hook. Is that's what I'm thinking of. Isn't there like, there was like I remember I was trying to figure out the speed run for this room. And it's something with this. I'm forgetting what. We'll have to like... Oh god, I forget what it was. Oh yeah, something like that. That's right. See, I'm not so dumb. I do remember a couple things. So it's like that, and then is it like, whoops. Is it, oh, it's like down, right? Or off to the side? Oh, man. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the speed run for this. Like a long while back. I remember there was like some weird tech. Oh yeah, see, look, you hit that one. And then there's like another one that you hit that's also like really easy or something. Oh no, that's right. That's right. You like, there was like a way to like hit it, like clip it through or something. Yeah, that's right. Bye. I can't go through there yet. Yeah, I think you can light that without going through here. Which way am I going now? Bye. Where am I going? Oh, this way. There it is. Oh, geez. Well, okay. Yeah, oh yeah, that's okay. That's really good, actually. Cool. Aw, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. This is where we came from again. I keep doing that. All right, let's see. Praetor. What did I just do? Oh, that's right. E does the different types. Oh, Jesus. I almost just whiffed. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Oh, is it this room? I remember this room being a pain. Well, I'm on 5 health, so I'm not expecting big things. Oh dear. Right, let's deal with you first. And then there's a second one. Where is the second one? Oh, it exploded me. That's okay. Are you gonna do my shelf on your game? Which one was that again, Jace? Yeah, this is a tough one. It's a tough game to look at. We won't be on here for too much longer, but I do want to at least beat this level. Oh, whoa, okay, that was bad. Oh no! Okay, yeah, it's good. No, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. It was all planned, all planned. Woo, all planned. Oh, so planned. You know, they say Maxim, that's the planner. That's the planner. If I know a planner in my life, it's Maxim, because he's got a plan, dude. Okay, we're good. Just keep exploding the bad guys. It's as simple as that. Don't let them deceive you. Oh, that's right. That doesn't work against you. Do a little bit of that. 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 Ooh, do a little bit. Okay, got that guy away. Oh, right, there's another one of you. Bow. Oh, God. Okay, we're good. Oh, we're good. We're so 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 good. It's just really good. That's all I can say about it. It's just that it's really awesome and good. And ow. No. You're not gonna be the one to take me out. Alright, let's... Gotta get the muscle memory back. Sorry, I have not been able to look at a chat in a second. Whoa! Oh, I did it! See, guys, I told you. Easy pleasy. Easy pleasy. I told you, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't have the saw blades? I think still without the saw blades, I think you can do it. I feel like I have at least some of your favorite games on my shelf, Sam. All right. We've had a good time with the Ultra Kill. I will return back to the shelf for a little. And I'll give folks a little bit of a break time on their eyeballs. And I'll put back on a relaxing music. Yeah, yours is Mario Galaxy? I got it. Let me go grab it. Sorry, Galaxy or Odyssey? Odyssey. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Super Mario Odyssey. And of course I can grab a Mori. Super Mario Odyssey was the third game that I got for my Switch, because for a long time, the only time that I would get a new console was when a new Pokemon game came out. So I didn't get a Switch 2, or I didn't get a Switch until Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee dropped. So I got this one third. I got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and then Breath of the Wild, and then Mario Odyssey. You have Godzilla Destroy All Monsters? I don't. That game's expensive. That game's expensive. I do have... Hold on. Let me show you. Also, for Aesper, don't worry, because you said it. There's actually Donkey Kong Bonanza. I do have Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'll grab that in a second. But let me show you. Kind of a shelf within a shelf. This is Game Box. And Game Box contains all of the DS, Game Boy Advanced, and Game Boy games that I have but do not have physical cases for. And in it is Yoshi's Woolly World. I think I have that one too. I'll have to look. In it is Godzilla Unleashed. This is the Godzilla game that I had as a kid. And it is good in the sense that it's not, I mean, fantastic, but like it is fun. Which, you know, is pretty much all you can expect from a Godzilla game at all. But yeah, I do have that one. I can grab Yoshi's Woolly World. Let me see. And Bonanza. Oh, there it is. My Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I don't have a lot of those older Zelda games because my first like actual console was a Wii. So I've got Yoshi's Woolly World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I haven't actually played yet. I got it when I got my Switch 2 because I really did want to play it, and then I just like haven't played it since, or haven't like started it up since. But I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun with it when I do, because they're fantastic things. Oh. Yeah, it's crazy. Some games are just like radically expensive. Like I've had a couple people that have asked me to get one shot, the physical copy of One Shot. It's $150, right? For like, you know, I do have Astrobot. Let me put these back. But like some of these games are just too expensive. Astrobot. Astrobot, I'll be entirely honest. Astrobot I got because people were asking me what I wanted for Christmas, and it won Game of the Year, and I hadn't played it. So I was like, I mean, get me Astrobot. I still haven't played it, but I've heard good things. It's again on the list. My best game, the best game collection you've ever seen. I aspire. Test. There we go. Sorry, I kicked my mic. I aspire to Scott the Woz's game collection. Honestly, there's probably an alternate path in my life. I didn't see Scott the Woz, and I had like thousands of extra dollars in just like. It's just so much money that I've poured into this. Yes, I have Mario Super Sluggers. I have Marvel Spider-Man. Let me be right back. Marvel Spider-Man, Mario Super Sluggers. I have both of them. What is a Mario game that I don't have? There's a couple. I don't have Mario 64. I don't have Mario Sunshine. I don't have Mario... I don't have a couple of the DS ones. My DS collection, I'm realizing, is pretty lackluster. It's one of the, like... Cause especially, like, I have 135 Wii games, right? I can check, because I've got the list. I look to see, I have, for DS games, 36. I have 36 DS games and 23 3DS games. So, like, I'm missing a lot of stuff on the handhelds. I don't even have a PSP or a PS Vita. As far as, like, actual consoles that I'm missing, I do not have a PS1, though I have a PS2 that's backwards compatible. I don't have a actual NES or NES. I do have, like, an aftermarket console for those. And I don't have a PS Vita or a PSP or an Xbox One or Series X, or like some of the Sega games. I have a Genesis, but I don't have a Saturn, and I don't have a Dreamcast. Do you have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? Not physically. My friend, that's a funny one. My friend was like begging me to play with him on Sparking, and I was like, honestly, I do not have the money to shell out $60 to play a game for like a couple days, so he bought it for me on Steam. So I have it on Steam, but I do not have it physically, unfortunately. It's one of those that, like, I will get back around to it. Like, I'll get around to it at some point when prices dip, because that it doesn't happen for Nintendo games, specifically the Switch, but it for PS4 and Xbox One, and even to some extent now PS5 and Series X, like, those games do drop, especially because of how they will, like, price them on Steam. What Mario games do I have for the Wii U? I can take a peek. Is the worst Dragon Ball game? I feel like that can't be right. Maybe... I feel like nobody ever talks about Dragon Ball Sagas on the Game Boy or the GameCube. I've got that back there. There's some, like, pretty bad Dragon Ball Z handheld games for, like, the Game Boy Advanced. I bet are worse. Let me see what I have for Mario on the Wii U. I'll put my other games. Ah, beans. All right, bye, Isper. Thank you for hanging out. As for Mario games on the Wii U, I have Mario Party 10, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, and Super Mario World. Wii U is hard to collect for because nobody cared. Nobody cared. The whole time, nobody cared. And now, there's, like, no copies of these games, because none of them sold. And To be frank, the ones that were good got re-released on the Switch, and I have plenty of those. So like, I don't have Mario Kart 8 because I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, and it's just better. It's just better. And you're not gonna get everybody to play on the Wii U when you could play it on the Switch instead. At some point I might do it just because I can throw away money, but I can't throw away money like that right now. Yeah. What can you do? Also, Sam, I think I said that there are definitely Dragon Ball games worse on handheld consoles than Sparking Zero. I think Sparking Zero was perfectly adequate. I think the problem is just that, like, actual Dragon Ball Z games are a little bit oversaturated. Low-key, high-key. Like, Xenoverse 3 is coming out, and I'm legitimately excited for Xenoverse 3. But, like, every single Dragon Ball game is so similar. It's so similar. It's always, guys, do you remember when freaking Goku fought Raditz for the first time? What if something weird happened? What if something weird happened? That's the start of Xenoverse, with Xenoverse 2, and Kakarot, and Sparking Zero, and Raging Blast, and I imagine maybe it's the Budokais, but maybe it was like still new enough that they didn't have to have it just be like that, you know? But like, across the board, Dragon Ball games are just telling Dragon Ball Z story again and again and again. And then like, there's only so many ways that you can actually like do the Dragon Ball loop. What makes Xenoverse fun is that you get to make your own Saiyan or worse character. Because let's be honest, that entire game is built around you being a Saiyan. You've got like 5 transformations for Saiyan, and then you get like 1 for everybody else. It's so funny. Some of the most controversial games are the new Super Mario Brothers series. Oh, the new Super Mario Brothers series? I have them all. I have them all. Except maybe one of the ones on the DS. But I have Mario DS, I have it on the Wii, and I have it on the Wii U, and I have it on the Switch. And I have, yeah, I got all of them, I think. They're all hanging out around there. Except for the one on the Wii U, because I bought it on the Switch. Which goes back to what I was saying before. It is all kind of the same. I don't know that it's necessarily controversial. I think I would actually argue that it is the opposite. I think I'd argue that it's because that they're so non-controversial, that's what made them controversial. Right? They're too safe. That's what made Mario Wonder kind of the breath of fresh air. It was that it was actually controversial or something that you could like have an opinion about. Whereas like New Super Mario on the DS was really good, and then they just made it 4 more times, and then like after a certain point you kind of want something new. No pun intended. Oh my goodness. I do so much love talking about games. It's what I do all the time. What do I got for music going right now? And swap that up a little bit. Do I have Sonic X Shadow Generations? I don't. The Sonic games have been so hit or miss for me, it's crazy. My going theory is that the Sonic team knows that the brand of Sonic can get away with a couple really bad games and then one really good one. I don't have it because it's like low-key expensive. And like I haven't seen it on sale. A lot of the games that I get are on sale. You don't buy this many games for full price. I usually buy pre-owned if I can, and I just haven't seen a lot of, because it's a legitimately good game. It's like a legitimately good game. But like, you know what I do see on sale all the time is like, actually I don't see it anymore. I used to see it, like Sonic Boom, right? Or Sonic Lost Worlds, or Sonic in the Black Ring, or Black Knight, or Sonic in the, you know, like all those. Like nobody ever cares for those, and I find those all the time. And I think most of them. I think I'm only missing a couple Sonic games. I think I'm missing the new Sonic Colors, and I'm missing the old and the new Sonic Generations. And I mean, I think I'm missing some of the old ones, but not all of them. I mean, I have Sonic 2 on the Sega Genesis. Pretty nifty. One of only a couple Genesis games that I have, but I've got Sonic. I do not have Voiding Bound. I do not. Ow, I just bought it. Dude, I've been getting this collection larger and larger for like 7 years or something at this point. Yoshi's Crafted World. Kirby and the Forgotten. And the original one on Wii. I have a couple of those. I don't think I have Yoshi's Crafted World. There's a lot of games, honestly, a lot of those are games that like, I thought to myself when they came out, I'll pick that up when it goes on sale. And then it's never gone on sale because the Switch did too well. So they never went on sale. So I have the original Return to Dreamland. But I don't have the new one. I don't have Kirby and the Forgotten World. And I don't have Yoshi and the Mysterious Book because I have barely bought any Switch 2 games. Again, most of the games that I buy are all like secondhand. Just dropping by to say, hope everyone is having a good day / night. Well, thank you, Gun Pikmin, and we appreciate you stopping by. Always love to see a familiar face. So many of you folks are reoccurring pals on the channel. I just love video games so much, guys. I can freaking talk about them all day. But, you know, feel free to continue to ask me. I'm gonna put some of these back, but feel free to continue to ask about games. I can talk a lot about most of the games that are on this shelf. I think... Do I have Grounded 2? I don't believe I do. Can you tell me about Mario Galaxy? Or... Let me grab it. Whew. Sheesh. I haven't looked at my copy of Mario Galaxy in a while. It is beat up. But I have Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Oh, I remember you. Don't you worry. Oh, and the first Super Mario Bros. Yoshi was going to be in it. That's crazy. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy is a game, honestly, I haven't played. It's one of the games that's like a pretty substantial lapse in my knowledge. But as far as I know, it is like one of the only Mario games that has like a legitimately compelling story or like characters that like you actually will care about. Because the story of every single Mario game is Peach kidnapped, oops, go get him. At least for like platformers, you know, Paper Mario has their own thing going on. Bowser's in, or like the Mario and Luigi series has its own thing going on. But as far as like bog standard 3D and 2D platformer Mario, it's the same story every time. But this time it has Rosalina and like actually compelling characters, like a slightly more gritty narrative. I think this was also from a time where Nintendo was kind of trying to take things in a more realistic direction. I mean, you'll remember Smash Bros. Like all of the characters had like more gritty redesigns. Mario had denim. Everybody was kind of shaded pretty tough. It was kind of in this era where they wanted to be taken a little more seriously. Do I have this seat taken? I don't believe so. Does that game have a physical release? I don't know much about it. You have any Mario GameCube games? Do I? I don't know. Let me check. You know what? I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't have any because I've had a tattoo once. I don't have any because it's so hard to get games on the GameCube. They're just all so expensive. How many games have you beat? And I've beat 40. Genuinely, actual physical games on this shelf, I've beaten 62 of them. I've beat a lot more digital games than I've beat physical. Which is part of the reason why I'm trying to broaden out from Tomodachi Life to like all sorts of games, because I want to be able to like move through this game shelf and just kind of hang out with you folks as we truck through some of the more obscure or less obscure parts of my game shelf that they just sit there. What console did I grow up with? Has anyone, sorry, let me go in order. Has anyone heard of the Japanese Pokemon arcade game called Pokemon Frenda? I have not heard of it. I've not heard of it. I know they have some real arcade culture in Japan though. There was a lot of arcades when I went to Japan. What console did I grow up with? So I grew up with a DS, was my first handheld console, and my first actual physical, like a big boy console, was a Wii. And then I had an Xbox 360, and then I had a PS4 was the first one that I bought. Oh, and a Switch. My favorite Cookie Run character? I don't know. It's been too long, I think, since I played Cookie Run to have a good answer. Celeste is honestly really underrated. Truth nuke. I think everybody in the world should play Celeste. I think Celeste is like one of those games that's just like, bro, you've got to play Celeste. If you like platformers, you've got to play Celeste. But if you like good games, you still gotta play Celeste. And even if you like bad games, you still gotta play. Everybody must play Celeste. What is my favorite Crash Bandicoot? I have a few. I don't know. I think the only one that I've really played any of is the Insane Trilogy, but I'd like to actually go through them at some point and make that judgment when I've played them all. For playing, I can use it while oh, neat. Oh, what would you rate DLC? DLC 1? I'm trying to think of what that's a acronym for. Oh, DDLC. Let me, I think it's an 8 out of 10. I think it's an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty shallow, but the story is fantastic. My favorite area in Celeste is, I mean, it's cheating to say farewell, but farewell. And then if not farewell, God, maybe Reflection. Reflection might have to be it, because Summit is just such a peak ending, but like the range of emotion you go through in Reflection ending with that fight is peak. When I beat that, I felt crazy. Then play Mario Odyssey again. Oh yeah. Do I have Cooking Mama 2? You know, I really thought I did, but I actually don't have Cooking Mama 2. You have Blood Money? I don't. Hi, Juniper. This stream, we're kind of just looking through Game Shelf. I'm talking through some games and just kind of enjoying, kind of seeing what everybody's favorite games are. I just like to talk about games, and I like to show off the Game Shelf and talk about folks' favorite games therein. Reflection is your favorite? That's pretty hype, Gun Pikmin. Oh. If you could eat any game, what game would you eat? Oh, that's such a dumb question. But I would probably eat... Oh. Undertale. I feel like Undertale just sounds like maybe it'd be tasty. Also, speaking of PvZ, apropos of nothing, back in the day, I used to be top 50 in the world speed running Plants vs. Zombies. Did you guys know that? Do you know that? Now, back in my prime, I was down top 50 in the world. It tastes like butterscotch. Your favorite Plants vs. Zombies game? Because I know the first one. First one is infinitely better than the rest. Every single thing afterward got friggin' tainted by EA, but the first game was peak. No. See, I'm from the US, so I say Z. Oh, spaghetti is a great choice. Let's see, I wanted to see where I am now. Oh, yeah, How the Mighty Have Fallen. I am currently 75th in the world at Plants vs. Zombies, like the main category. I'm currently 75th. I've fallen so far. Back in my day, I used to be pretty alright. But now I'm freaking chopped. Anyway. Do I have Peak or Repo? I have both. They're both very fun. Can you ask everyone what their favorite Plants vs. Zombies game is? Feel free to chime in down below, folks. Yes, in the world. Yep, in the world. I had It's really funny. I can go to it here. Because if you go to my channel, you can see the like stratification of games that I played. Where like at my first things were Celeste. I had a bit of a Five Night Funkin' phase, some Pokemon shiny hunting, and then right there was my phase of speedrunning Plants vs Zombies, and then I went to That's Not My Neighbor, big Fields of Mystria, and now we're kind of in a new age where I've just been spending like an entire month on one video, and the video's not even up, it's just freaking long. Say, want you to play? Yeah, sure. I'll hopefully get around to all of them one day. One day I'll have played every game. Don't say that to me, Juniper. I don't want no zombies on my lawn. Zombies 2 is okay. I feel like Plants vs. Zombies 2, I wish that I could buy Plants vs. Zombies 2 for $60 and just have the whole game. Just be able to unlock every single plant. You know? It's the fact that you get it for free and then it's just like destroyed by microtransactions. Like, you want to play with that cool plant? Can't do it. Gotta pay money. You want to play? Nah, gotta watch an ad. I'm like, I just want to buy a game. Like Balatro. I just bought Balatro for $10 on my phone. Now I don't need to watch ads. I wish that there was an option for that. I think I would like PvZ2 a lot more if it was like that. How you doing, Mason? What character would I slap? Just in general or from a specific game? Also, how does my hair always get screwed up? I think I'm too animated and then my hair gets all wacky. Real, 100%. Microtransactions and ads in any game, as soon as your game has maybe not microtransactions, but certainly ads, it's not a game to me anymore. It's a way to trick my dopamine receptors into watching or playing with your content enough so you can squeeze more ads out of me. As soon as that becomes a metric for success, there is no incentive to make a game good. It's an incentive to make a game long, you know, to keep you there, to make it grindier, so you have to be there, and maybe you can watch ads to take away the grind. And like, that sucks. That's bad game design. That doesn't make a good game, you know? Micro WarioWare. What is my favorite WarioWare? God, I don't know. I think I probably played the most of WarioWare Get It Together. Is that the one that's on the Switch? But I love all of them. I think I have as many of them as I can manage. I think I'm missing the one on the Game Boy Advance. A break. Can you say my question again, please? And your answer? And yes, in general? Yeah. Which character would I slap? Oh, Louis Pikmin. I just turned to my right and I saw Pikmin. It just reminded me how much Louis pisses me off in every Pikmin game. I think Louis. The way that he manages to somehow be an antagonist every time. Heaving me off, man. What Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games do I have? You know what? An embarrassing little amount. I think I only have the one on the Switch. Spider-Man 2, Voiding Bound, any new Godzilla game, Pal World, how many? Dude, and Cult of the Lamb. Oh, Cult of the Lamb I know has a physical copy, it's just expensive. Dude, genuinely, the amount of FOMO that I have felt from trying to find some of your favorite games physically is so potent. Because, like, people were like, get One Shot physically, it's $150. Get Rain World physically, it's like $70 to $80. Like, these games physically are so expensive because they get released by limited run games. And unlike Fangamer, limited run games doesn't do restocks all that much. And when they do, you never know what it's going to be for because there's hundreds of limited run games. So, like, God only knows none of these games are going to come back. It's going to be freaking Freddy the Fish That's what's currently on comeback in the limited run Volt. Capri Sun tastes like watered down juice. If you had to save one video game character, who would you save, Mario, Kirby, or Sonic? And if you could only pick one of their games. Oh. I mean, it's gotta be Mario. I mean, Kirby games are great, but like Mario games change the scheme of the world. Gotta have your Mario games. Am I gonna get Wolverine? I'll probably get Wolverine at some point. For sure. I mean, especially if it's good. Oh, that's right. I wanted to grab the mystery dungeon. You guys. Ooh. Yeah, this is the only mystery dungeon game I have. It's honestly a little embarrassing. Like, genuinely, like, it's because so many of them are on handhelds, and my handheld collection, I mean, look, you can see it right here. Right there. It's pretty small. It's like 50 games, 60 games total. It's just not that good. Are there any game sets? Game set in I doubt it. I doubt it. The first game I ever played was Spore. I played Spore when I was 5 years old or so, 4 maybe, 4 or 5, with my mom. That was my first game. I remember, dude, I was like a maniac. This might shock you. I'm a little bit obsessive. Go figure. I think I learned to write essays in school, writing essays about Spore. Spore was like my personality for like 3 years. And then I just never stopped playing video games until now. It took me over. It filled me with the rage of 1,000 angry nerds, and now I can never go back. Played Pikmin. You should watch The Nightly Manor if you want to cry. I don't particularly want to cry. Played Pikmin 3 Deluxe for the first time a while ago and accidentally put it on hard mode. I believe in you. Your name is Gun Pikmin. You should be able to do it. Your name's Gun. I believe in you. You've got this. Overcome. Do you have a copy of Parappa the Rapper 2? I don't have a copy of either. I've never come across them in the wild, and I don't often buy games online unless I think that there's just like no chance I'll ever come across them. So if I come across Parappa the Rapper in person, I will try to pick it up, but I have just never come across it. Do I have Mario Kart DS? I do have Mario Kart DS. I love Mario Kart DS. Okay, story time. Back when I was in like middle school. I'd go to like, camp for the summer. And one year I had camp in the basement of a Catholic church. And in the basement of this Catholic church, we didn't have all that much to do. You know, it was a lot of like stuff there. Occasionally we'd like go to the beach for a day or something. But one thing that remained constant the entire summer that I was at, that I'd go there for like day camp, everybody had a DS and Mario Kart for the DS. And to the point that we had more people to play LAN than there were you could like we had like 11 kids that wanted to play. So if you got last place, you were out. You had to go back and wait in line to get back into the races. So I got really good at Mario Kart DS. I always got first because I just hated the idea of not being able to play for even a moment. My FOMO is incredibly strong. That stuff always gets me. I have that one too. I have not completed it. Don't play Cult of the Lamb if you don't want an addiction. My ADHD made my Cult of the Lamb for the year. Yeah, it's a roguelike, right? That happens with roguelikes like Balatro and Binding of Isaac. Any good roguelike will do that to you, and that's just kind of how it is. Or Slay the Spire 2 has been one, or Mugenics, that people have really liked lately. But it's a really beautiful show. It was left on a cliffhanger. I'm really curious. Aw, I'm glad. You have to watch Chainsaw Man? I have watched Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is my friend Claire's favorite manga. I think still. I don't think she changed her mind when it ended, even though I hear that the ending was pretty bad, because like the rest of it was still pretty consequential. Have you played the Turnip Boy games? I played Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, and I have physically Turnip Boy Robs a Bank, but I do not have physically Turnip Boy does tax evasion. Do you like the Beastie Boys? Yeah. I a lot of my taste in music got kind of passed on to me from my parents. So I really like a lot of like 70s and 80s music, and then my mom loves the Beastie Boys, so I definitely like the Beastie Boys. I don't listen to them that much, but when they come across the radio, I'm not upset. My YouTube crashed for a bit. Or for which? For Chainsaw Man? I have watched Chainsaw Man. Do I have Mario and Luigi Brothership? I do not. It's on my list of games to get, but I do not have Mario and Luigi Brothership. Yeah, it is a parent's thing to introduce you to the Beastie Boys. Like, my favorite band was introduced to me by my dad, and like literally nobody, it's kind of like a curse on my life, almost, because nobody knows my favorite band. Nobody knows. Every time that I ever tell somebody my favorite band, they're like, who's that? Well, I guess that's freaking, well, it was whatever. And it's like, bro, the lead singer for my favorite band made the soundtrack for the Mario movie, and the soundtrack for Thor Ragnarok, and the soundtrack for the Lego movie, and nobody knows who he is. It's a cube. It's a cube, a mind cube for the brain. Hopefully one day people will know. Maybe that can be the goal. Maybe that can be my goal, is to popularize my favorite band until people like them more. So what did you say when I don't play Call of the Lamb? I was just saying that roguelikes that are well designed will do that to you. Hulk branding. You have Snoopy's Great Adventure. I don't, but I feel like I've seen that around. Is it good? I feel like that one's on like the Wii or the Wii U, and I feel like those consoles have some real issues with shovelware. I think by and large, Nintendo consoles in general have pretty significant issues with shovelware, so I never got those. I do not have Unpacking. I have heard of Unpacking. I think I even watched somebody play Unpacking, but I have never played it myself. I should have got a freaking drink. Speaking so much, but it's good. Have you watched X-Men 97 Season 2? Don't spoil the last episode, I'm still watching it. I have not. I don't watch that many shows. It's one of my kryptonites, is like my media consumption. I'm very micro or min-maxed. I watch pretty much entirely YouTube. I study YouTube, I see what everybody else is doing. I don't necessarily do it, I just like to know the landscape. But I've loved YouTube since I was like 10 years old. So like I've just kind of, my brain has melded with this system, and I don't think I'll ever be able to leave. But that just means that like 80% of my media consumption is through YouTube. Speaking of Shovel, do you have any of the Shovel Knight games? Yeah, I do. I have just like the like full expansion thing. I have Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, or whatever like the full expansion was called for the PS4. God, what a great game. Ugh, that is a game that everybody should play. That is a fantastic game. It's so interesting. That game developer does the same thing every single time. And what they do is they take a really popular SNES game and they just rip that gameplay loop and they make it better. Because Shovel Knight is based on the Legend of Zelda 2, or Legend of Link, I think it is called, right? And the most recent one, Mina the Hollow or whatever, that one is very clearly based on the top-down Zelda games. Or like, it was like Cyber Warrior or whatever. That one is based on like Mega Man X, right? And they take these like time-tested gameplay mechanics and they level them up for the modern age, and then people love them because obviously these games were great when they came out originally, but with modern tech and modern game design, you can make these concepts into even higher concept things. Fantastic game studio. Every time they put something out, I'm very excited. At least you've maybe spectacular. Oh, goodness. So many beautiful games. So many beautiful games. I have 2 games coming in from super rare games, which I didn't even know existed. I think they're based out of London, so I had to pay a little bit extra because it was paying in pounds instead of paying in good old USD. But I've got Melatonin and Bad End Theater coming, and I'm very excited to have both of those games physically. Make Sayori's cow an item in Tomodachi Life. Is that in the Doki Doki Plus content? I never actually went back and played that. I played the original, but then I never played the like DLC. The DLC, if you would. Oh. Need to put away some of these. Oh, it's in the background of a room. Do I have PvZ Battle for No. I bought PvZ Garden Warfare because I watched Zach Scott Games play it. I don't know if anybody knows him. He used to be like a really popular Let's Play guy. I think these days he just does PvZ too. But I watched him play it and it looked really cool at the time. And I think I also watched like Smosh Games play it. So then I got it for my Xbox 360, realized we needed to get Xbox Online. And in the process of my mom signing up for Xbox Online because I was a child and couldn't do it myself and didn't have money, my brother accidentally knocked the Xbox 360 as soon as we were going to be able to play it, and it killed the disc immediately. It stopped working. So after that, I never played Garden Warfare. It kind of missed me in that moment, and then anytime that I would have gone back, I was like, I've got other games to play that are better. I think it's fine as like a game series, but hey, there we go. I think it's fine as a game series, but it's not like groundbreaking or anything, you know? Only ever hyper focus on 1 or 2 games. How do you do what you do? The thing is, Juniper, is that I do, generally speaking, hyper focus on a couple games, but I'm always consuming content from the whole gamosphere. I like to think that I play pretty much every genre of game, maybe outside of like hyper competitive games I'm not super into. But like also, you know, I'm 23, right? So I've just had a lot of time with games, and a lot of time just learning about games because it's something that I really enjoy. So like a lot of times I'll talk a lot about a game, but I might not even have played that much of it. I mean, obviously a lot of indies like Shovel Knight and stuff like that I have like much more extensive knowledge on, but I think my hyper focus is gaming as a concept, gaming as like a vehicle for entertainment. You know, what makes a game good, what makes a game bad, what makes a bad game good, what makes a good game bad, you know? Because sometimes you can have a game be objectively better than a different one, but be so soulless that it's kind of worse, you know? Let me catch back up on chat. Go pick a random game from your game shelf and talk about it. I will once I've responded to the other comments, because I do think that'd be fun. I do have Sonic Forces, and I do have all of the Splatoon games except for Splatoon Raiders. I really liked Splatoon 3. Have I played One Shot? A long time ago. It's very cute. It's very cute. I don't remember that much of it. I just loved its music and its vibe. It's like one of those like classic, my friend in high school was friends with one of the like lead devs on that game. That's how I originally learned about it. And then like later on it became like a whole big thing, and I was like, wow, that's really impressive. It felt weird to be like so close to that tangentially. You have Kong Survival Instinct. I do not. Wasn't that one like really bad? Wasn't that one of the like awful games of 2024? You go get it off your shelf. All the Animal Crossing games that I have? Sure, I'll do that, and I'll also grab a random game to talk about. Okay? Sounds good. I have Animal Crossing New Horizons. I have Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. And I have Animal Crossing City Folk. I do not have the ones on the DS and 3DS because, as I've said before, honestly, I hadn't been really trying to collect for those for a while. Oh, I forgot to grab a weird game. Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to bear with me for a second. This is Wacky Races Crash and Dash for the Wii. And I promise you that a lot of you have heard music composed by the composer for this random shovelware game before. Because the same person that composed the soundtrack for this game, which barely has a Wikipedia page because it's so nothing, the same person went on to make the soundtrack for Sonic Adventure 2 and like a bunch of other Sonic games. Just like all like it's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see. I have it somewhere. Let me find him. This was actually a video that I was working on that I scrapped. Long video. Game research. Wacky Races Crash and Dash. Yes, composer Richard Jacques. Also composed for 3D Blast, Generations, made Supersonic Racing, that song. Oh, and also worked on Mass Effect. Just like randomly, this like massive composer is just on this. For reference, by the way, right? This game was developed by Eidos Interactive, which was originally Atod Studio. And then Eidos Interactive was purchased by Square Enix Montreal, and then Square Enix Montreal was then purchased by the Embracer Group, and then it got destroyed anyways. Like, this game sold less than 5,000 units. It is an oddity. Nobody knows, nor does anybody care that this game existed. But forever will this honestly pretty successful game composer be connected to this game. And I think that's really funny. So that is your random game. And I do have Punch-Out for the Wii. Punch-Out for the Wii is very good. It's actually in one of my Your Games, My Shelves videos. I think it's in like part 2 or 3. Can I adopt you? No, I cannot. Okay, I'm back. Oh, welcome back, Adapper Doggo. Oh, so, Jesus, this shelf covered in Pokemon plushes, I've got to move those Pokemon plushes, because they're driving me insane. What's your most expensive figure or plush? That's a good question. I don't generally spend a lot of money on my plushes. I can show you those in a second. I don't have that many. Honestly, it might be I might be that Giratina or this one might be pretty expensive now. I don't know if it ever got reprinted, but I remember grabbing this guy. If you know, you know, I suppose. I'll throw him back up there, but he always kind of watches up top. I will bring him back. It's the first stream of yours that I've watched. Well, welcome in. I will go and also grab the Mario Karts. Who's your favorite Deltarune boss? Main and secret. Secret boss, I loved Pink. And main boss, Tenna. Does all of the stream I've watched count as day 2 of watching a stream? Sure. At least one person knows. Yeah, this one is probably my... I only have 2. I only have Minecraft on the PS4 and the Wii U. But these are the only 2 Mario Karts that I have an actual box for. Because Mario Kart 7 I don't have. Mario Kart... Honestly, I don't have a lot of the early Mario Karts because they're all so expensive. But I don't have Mario Kart DS in like a proper case. And I got the bundle with my Switch 2 for the code for Mario Kart World. So I also don't have that one physical because I'm not gonna buy it a second time. It's already so expensive. Maybe. Do you have the Mario Party games? I have quite a few. I think I have a couple of the new ones, and I have like one, or I think I have two on the Wii and one on the Wii U. But I don't have a lot of the older ones because those go for a lot. Let me see if I have that Rabbids game. Oops. I swore I... Oh, wait, hold on. It's Mario Rabbids. Might be under M. Yes. Okay. So, I have Mario Rabbids. Ooh. Oh, hold on. It's this. Bomb. I have Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And I do not have Rabbids Go Home for the Wii. But for some reason, I do have Rayman Raven Rabbids, which is a crossover between Rayman and the Rabbids. I don't know why I have that one. I guess I just saw Rayman and I thought it's probably neat. Oh. It's so freaking hot in my room. Holy crap, guys. Oh, will you by any chance be making the suggestion? I don't know. I'll see. Again, usually when I'm making pets, I will I'll leave it up to chat on the stream. That's generally what I do because I like to make those while I'm on stream. So I guess we will see what the chat decideth at that point. Let me put these two back. Technically the Rabbids come from the... Do they? No. Do they? I knew the Rabbids from the show. That can't be right. What? Huh. That's so weird. Can I show you any very obscure games? That's so weird. Yeah, I saw it when I was a kid. I thought it came from the show. Oh my god. Alright, let me put these Rayman Rabbids games back, and I'll also find a niche game while I'm over there. You know what? I actually had this one. Can you show me all the Mario games you have for Switch and Wii U? Maybe after I show off this. Uh, so I know I talk about them. I'm going to continue to bring them up because I think that they're very funny, and I will definitely be doing a large video about them at some point. These Donkey Kong bongos only work for 4 games. 3 of them actually released in the States. 1 of them only released in Japan. The 3 games that released in the States are Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Donkey Konga 2, and of course, Donkey Konga 1. I love the Donkey Kong bongos so much. I don't know what it was because, like, it's the most Nintendo thing to do. We're just talking about games. Don't you worry, you didn't miss much of the Jungle Beat game once, and I loved it. Yeah, like, hold on, let me grab one for you guys. This is essentially Nintendo's answer to... I don't have it back there, but it was their answer to, like, the craze of Guitar Hero, right? This is their answer. It has 4 inputs. One is the start button, which is for the menus. The other inputs are left bongo, right bongo, and I'm sure you guessed, clapping. The Rap Superstar game, we'll get that in a second, Zach. Guys, this is the dumbest thing, and I love it so much. I love them so much. How much longer will stream be? Until I lose Steam. Oh, about 2/3 of those games? Yeah. I love the... At some point, I want to go through all of them, but genuinely, because I'm so insane about these, I want to get a Japanese GameCube so that I can play the 3rd Jungle Beat game, or the 3rd Donkey Kong game, because I really love them so much. Don't say your age in chat, gamers. Practice good safety on the internet. This is a PSA. All right. Let me look at some of these other games here. The Rap Superstars game. Oh, Zach. I'll show that just for you. I'll go grab all of these. Your ages on the internet. Yes, for sure. Don't also PSA, don't ask people's ages on the internet. I'm telling people my age on the internet because I'm an adult and also public facing. But you aren't. You are You know, preserve your internet privacy. Message from person with an actual cybersecurity degree. Didn't get me very far, but you know, it got me here. Got me crazier. How about all the Mario games? Okay. 4 games. And what's my second favorite game? Okay. My second favorite game? God. That is hard. That is hard. Because I could probably say there's so many games. I mean, maybe Minecraft. I think per capita, I mean, like, per hours played, Minecraft tops everything. I've played more Minecraft than I have of any game. I've played tens of thousands of hours of it. All right, going in order of my pile. I only have one N64 game, and it is Namco Museum for the N64. Maxim, why do you only have Namco Museum for the N64? It is because I own all but 2 of the Namco Museums that have been made total. I have 13 different copies of Namco Museum across different consoles, across different versions on different consoles. And the reason why is because, for whatever reason, the way that a Namco Museum game works is they will have Pac-Man, Galaga, and Dig Dug on pretty much every single Namco Museum game. But as you go down the list, they start to get really freaking weird. And every one will have at least a couple really weird Namco arcade games that nobody cares about, but I care about them. I care about them. And so I have made it my mission to get every single Namco Museum game. I don't know why. I just started happening, and now I'm 2 games away, so I've got to complete it. But they're 2 games that are on the PS1, and they're both $70, so I'm kind of dragging my feet on it. I have the most physical games on the Wii with 135 games. First and third fave is Celeste and maybe Hollow Knight Silksong. I really loved Hollow Knight Silksong. All right, next on the list, I have for Jace every single Mario game that I have on the Switch, because I already showed you all the ones that I had on the Wii U. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario Party, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Mario Golf Super Rush. I have a lot of them. All right, thank you for stopping by, Mazu. Fourth and fifth favorite games? Which games than me? It is Rabbit and Golf Super Rush. Yeah, I've got a lot of them. All right. Zach wanted me to talk about this game, so I'll talk about this game. This is Def Jam Rap Stars. Another one of those games that nobody really cares about. It was another game in that like era of song games where you would like mimic along to a song and either dancing or playing the guitar, or in this case singing along to rap songs. Problem with this one, that they did not get the rights to the songs that they put in it, which got them in a lot of hot water when they put out a game that they didn't have the rights to the songs in. I think promptly sinking at least the branch that made this game. That was tough. That was a tough one. Oh, the Michael Jackson Experience for the Wii. I've seen that one at every game store I've ever been to. Nobody ever wants it. And that's what makes it beautiful. Really scary is funny. Fourth and fifth favorite games. Let me look on my Discord. I have like a list of all my favorite games, and it like actually genuinely might help. Yeah, I think I'd have to probably go Celeste 1, Minecraft 2, Silksong 3, Dark Souls 3, 4, maybe? No, Undertale 4, Dark Souls 3, 5. Actually, I think Undertale might be my third favorite. I think Silksong might be my fourth. I think that's what I'd say. Undertale and Celeste are games that like permanently change my brain chemistry. Like I think about games so differently before having played them, you know? Oh, I love those games so much. Damn. Okay. I have gone through a lot of games. I have a lot of the Just Dance games. I'm gonna go put away these Mario games and we can go look at those. I do not have the Michael Jackson game because I'm pretty sure that's shovelware. These are my Wii Just Dance games. And would you believe that I have a reason for having so many Just Dance games? So, it'll have to wait until I have the means to make a video this ambitious, and I also need to have every Just Dance game. My goal is to get every Just Dance game and then make a bunch of my friends play through every Just Dance game in a row to determine which Just Dance game is the best, has the best music, is the best. But I do not have all of them. Okay. No, you're all good, Jace. I will probably round out here around 8 p.m. my time. So I've still got another 11 minutes in me, but it is getting increasingly hot in my room because I cannot have the AC on while I'm streaming because the AC is just right here. So I can't actually cool my room because then it would just play right through my mic and that would suck for you guys. Goodness gracious. So many games we've gone through today. This was, you know what? I've had a really good time with this as like a concept for a stream. I was nervous about it because this as like a stream idea relies very heavily on frankly you guys, right? This stream concept only works if there are people in chat that have like legitimate interest in games and like want to interact with stream, because otherwise then I'm just talking to the void and I go crazy. The rats in my brain make me go crazy. But yeah, it's been fun. I love hearing about you guys' favorite games, and when you guys tell me about games that I don't have, I keep them in the back of my mind, and then I look for them when I go to game stores to add more to my hoards. I look for them because I know that there are people out there that like them, and if there are people out there that like them enough to bring them up in the context of a stream, then they must be at least worthy enough of attention to like be something they cared about, right? So it's been a honestly a bit of an enable for me to pick up new games. Oh, Ashley's all right, there we go. You're the guy keeping all the GameStops alive? Okay. I like GameStop okay, in the sense that it's like the last chain that of game retailers that's still like alive and kicking. I mean, Best Buy technically, Target, Walmart technically, but like they don't count. Best Buy maybe counts a little bit more, but they don't count. But yes, I am the one. I'm the one that goes to all the game stores, but generally I'll go to local game stores. One of my favorite things to do when I'm traveling is, yeah, Zach gets it because Zach takes me to him. I love whenever I go to a new place, a new state, wherever that may be, a new, anywhere, I pick up games. I'm always picking up games. And I like to see what the state of that local area's game scene is like. You wouldn't expect, like, I went to California once. A lot of those game stores were pretty mid for being in like dead center SoCal. Not that great. Not that great. I think I went to a few. I like barely picked up any games. I went to like 3 or 4. I picked up like 7 games total. I've picked up way more than that at like a GameStop. Goodness gracious. But I do like to, honestly, it really hurts to see that like PlayStation is no longer going to be making physical copies of their games. That really sucks. That really sucks. Because like I know from like an economic standpoint why, right? They don't have to take any of the overhead from making the games, or pressing the games rather, buying all the discs, buying all the cases, printing all the artwork, shipping it all out to physical retailers. The physical retailers have to have a cut to make it worthwhile, and they don't make any resale or make any sell on pre-owned, right? On second-hand purchases, which is a large part of the pre-owned game market. But that all being said, like 90% of people are buying these games digitally anyways. So it's not like it's gonna like destroy them that they have to put these games out physically. It's very clearly just a way to make more money. And it's just kind of a lack of care for the people that have, like me, who have been trying to have these games physically because they care about the media, you know? Ah. And yeah, right? Yeah. You know what's really funny? If you ever get a game that's like from limited run games or Fan Gamer or Super Rare Games, like one of these companies that publish indie games, they have so many little goodies inside them. Like compared to like if I go grab how many times did it take me to beat? It took me like 2 hours to beat Pink. It was not that bad, but it was tough. Look, Donkey Kong Bonanza, right? Good game. Nintendo cares a lot about their games. Just just empty. Just empty. Just that. There's not even like a holder here on the side for there to be a manual or for there to be anything, right? Celeste. Comes with just this cute little manual that's just like all sorts of concept art, and I think it also has, it's all the art of the Soul of Celeste. I think it also has, yeah, all of Theo's Instagram posts from his Instagram, all the different variations of the endings. It's just like, you'll find little touches like that in games released like that because these developers really care about having a physical product on your shelf and it being something like really, like something you can be really happy that you have there, that it feels like somebody put a lot of effort into. And you'll feel it in any time that you get any indie. I've never picked up an indie game that was devoid of anything, you know, like the Cuphead that I just picked up today, World of Horrors that I just picked up today. Both of them came with stickers, came with a little art book, just because they care and they're excited to have a physical thing for you to hold. My favorite Deltarune character is Spamton because I'm basic. Indie games are just superior in basically every way. That brings me to something I'd like to rehash that I didn't get to earlier on the stream. This is E.T. for Atari, right? For those that don't know, E.T. for Atari is emblematic of something that happened 1983, 1984. That was essentially the collapse of gaming. And stop me if you've heard this one. Game developers were being rushed to create products for specific times for shareholders because they were expecting to sell a certain amount of product at a specific time. And so games like E.T. for Atari got put out way too soon, and then they were awful, and then nobody cared. And it kept happening so much that people completely lost trust in gaming as a medium entirely. The only way that it came back genuinely was because the Nintendo Entertainment System was branded as a toy and not a video game console, because nobody trusted like Coleco or Atari anymore because they put out garbage games like E.T. that would just try and capitalize on things that you already liked, right? Which would be like if today they made like a game based on Gollum and it was bad and they dumped so much money into it, but they rushed it. They rushed it and it was unoptimized and not fun and nobody liked it. Or, of course, that did happen, right? Or the new Kong game, or even games like, what was that awful game? Concord, right? These games that come out that are rushed, that are not good games. And the only reason that this isn't taking down the game industry now, in my opinion, is because now indie games are what people care about. You know? I can't remember the last time that somebody was like genuinely really excited for like a AAA game in the same way that people were excited for Peak, or that people have been excited for Mecha Chameleon, or for how people felt about Silk Song, or how people felt about Balatro, or, you know, like these games, or Slay the Spire. These are the games that are taking the spot of AAA. They're selling better than AAA, right? This is what I wanted to talk about with E.T. for Atari, because I think E.T. for Atari is something that's being repeated, but what it's doing now is it's tarnishing the reputations of AAAs, but indie games are what will take that throne. Indie games are what takes those sales, because they are willing to take the risks and actually go through with them with the amount of time that it takes to make them work, right? That's Maxim's tangent on E.T. for the Atari. Hello, Silo Shorts. Sure, I'll hear your game idea. Thank you. I've had it brewing in my bones, right? I think a lot about games. Most of what I think about. I'll hear your idea, and then we might want to wrap up here pretty soon because it is so hot in my room. How's it going, Jace? Welcome back. Or are you saying hi to Silo Shorts? All right. I should get schmoving because I still have not eaten dinner, and it is 8 o'clock for me. I should eat some food, but thank you all, my good pals, for hanging out with me today. It has been so much fun to go through Game Shelf and look at your games and look at my weird obscure games that nobody cares about, and rant to you about my opinions on the gaming system as a whole and what makes games good and what makes games bad. And I'll keep doing that, and we'll probably do another one of these again, hopefully a little bit more put together. I think I can probably prepare a couple more bits. And I'm gonna read your thing here. Headspace, and every time you come up from the bed, you can always have a different fate. Like this cool magical realm, and at the end, all these mini games and cool challenges, you wake up from a dream and you're kidnapped. That's an interesting idea. You should make it. You should make it. I did a little bit of game design with my friend Zach and a couple of his artist friends for a while. You can do it. You can do it. Even if it's not fantastic, make a game. Make a game. If you have an idea for a game that you really want to make a game. You know? Your first couple games might not be good. They might be bad. Might be awful. But if you keep making them, they'll get better. So I think, you know, if you've got a game, there's no way of making a game, by the way it's called, yeah, Claustrophobia Simulator, I think you could do it. I think you'd be shocked at how much you can learn on the internet. There are 13-hour guides on every single scripting language you can think of. There are tutorials on how to make every single game you can think of that are just like randomly out there, and they're so in-depth. Never doubt the power of the internet or the power of your willingness to work hard, right? I believe in you. You got this. All right, I'm gonna head out here because I've got to eat some food before I collapse, and I have to turn on this AC before I become like a dried raisin of a person, because I am so sweaty. It's my I don't know why my computer is working overtime. It might just be because of this stream. I don't know. Anyways, goodbye everybody. Goodbye Juniper. Goodbye Spiky Rants. Goodbye Gun Pikmin. Goodbye Jace. Goodbye Silo Shorts. I'm gonna keep going up the list. Goodbye. Oh my goodness. Goodbye all my lovely friends. Goodbye Zach. Goodbye all my pals. I will see you on maybe Wednesday. I'll have to look. My next week is really busy schedule wise. I've got a concert to go to. The Hobbit Magic the Gathering pre-release is on Sunday. Busy. That's okay, Fire. I'll be back soon enough, and you'll be able to join with me next time. Bye everybody. Goodbye. Everybody have a great night or day, depending on what time it is for you. Bye.